Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, folks at home, we are out here yet again. The Dying Light 2 disaster continues to unfold in ways that we never thought were possible before. And it is so incredibly sad. First, I want to pop the cherry. Minded Bay.
Mind_at_Bay donated $2 through Super Chat. Fuel Lord Mackle.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate it. Minded Bay coming through with the $2 Super Chat. Popping the cherry. Folks at home, you got to get them in here because we are looking at the next Cyberpunk, okay? I know that gets thrown around a lot these days, but very much so, we are looking at the next Cyberpunk with Dying Light 2. We are just 18 days away from launch, okay? From the launch of Dying Light 2. 18 days until Dying Light 2 hits the store shelves. And you know what that means? Still 18 days remain, and yet they have nothing to show for. Just 18 days remain, and yet they have absolutely nothing to show for. And I'll tell you what, it is so incredibly sad. We are 18 days away. We're not 2 months away. We're not 1 month away. We are 18 days away from the launch of Dying Light 2. And that is the context here, okay? This is why we're barking as hard as ever, because we are just 18 days away from launch, and they have nothing to show for. And if you can't see that as being the red flag that it is, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe this isn't the show for you. It's as simple as that.
Realm98 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Fill the seats.
Yep, you got to get him in here. You got to get him in here. You got to get him in here, okay? You know the show time. You know when the show starts. You know the show time. There's no excuse, okay? I'm tired of these slackers sitting on my bench, okay, as I'm the coach. They're sitting on my bench, and they make excuses about how they don't want to play the game, okay? That's what happened last night with the Dallas Cowboys, okay? They couldn't hit the home run. I mean, in their case, they couldn't get the fucking football to the end zone, and they fumbled it. They did some stupid, silly shit. So that's why they're no longer in the playoffs. It's as simple as that. So if you got slackers on the bench that just can't meet you halfway, if they can't listen to the reality of the situation out here, well, then we will find people that will. I mean, it's really that simple. So, I mean, we're just 18 days away, folks. And, I mean, that speaks volumes to the situation that we're currently undergoing here with this Dying Light 2 fiasco. This is a fiasco. This is an unmitigated disaster. You are looking at the next Cyberpunk. And, I know that gets thrown around a lot. That terminology gets thrown around a lot these days with, Battlefield and all these other games. But nothing was on the level of Cyberpunk was. But I think this has a very good chance at being the next Cyberpunk. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're 18 days away, folks. I'll tell you that. We are literally 18 days away. I mean, there's literally no excuse for Techland at this point. They have no excuses, but they have plenty. You know what I mean? They have no excuses in reality, but they certainly do have excuses when they shouldn't be having excuses. It's excuse city around here with Techland. It's literally excuse city around here with Techland. So we have a lot to unpack. We have a lot to unfold. I hope you guys can get in here at the right time. Doesn't Dr. Disrespect have like a 30-minute intro? I think I know why he does that now. Because it takes 30 minutes for people to pile in here. And then you go through this too fast, and they come in at the very last moment. And they say, "Oh, Michael, what'd you talk about?" Well, that's your fault. So, look, this is the reality of the situation. So we have some updates to go through here today. And as you remember, if you can recall, we did tweet out the Dying Light 2 lead designer. Okay, right here. Dying Light 2 lead designer. Okay, and he says, do not worry, there's nothing to hide. This was on January 13th, okay? And then I tweeted him back and I said, if there's nothing to hide, why was base Xbox One footage omitted from the teaser today? And according to Game Informer, they were unable to demo the game on base PS4, Xbox One back in November. Why not state PS4 Pro instead of PS4 with like a transparency? Okay, so we did get a reply from the Dying Light 2 lead designer. I think this is actually the head honcho of the game. I'm not entirely sure. But nonetheless, he is the lead designer, and we did get a reply. Now, it's not the reply that I was hoping for, but, you know, I guess something is better than nothing. And this is the reply right here. Here it is.
Consumed by the 667 donated $2 Canadian through Super Chat. 14 business days left. It's over.
Oh, God.
Moon viewing ceremony.
Man, I didn't even think about it like that.
Moon viewing
well,
ceremony.
I wonder if today is a business
viewing
day.
Ceremony. Moon viewing ceremony. Moon viewing ceremony. Moon viewing ceremony. Moon viewing ceremony.
We got a lot to unpack here, folks. If you guys got a
ceremony.
message to spit out, that's great. That's fantastic, but, you know, keep it short. So this is what he said right here, okay? Let's recap because I know we got to do that 20 times during these streams. I don't like doing streams because you got to recap everything 500 times. Don't worry, there's nothing to hide. If you followed the previews from November, you probably know that we let the media and influencers play the PS4 preview build for as much as they liked. Okay, well, that's I'm not going to say he's BSing, but it sounds like he is because it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Then I replied to him. I said, if there's nothing to hide, why not show base Xbox One footage from the teaser? And according to Game Informer, they were unable to demo the base PS4 and Xbox One back in November. Why not state PS4 Pro instead of PS4? Why the lack of transparency? So we got a reply from him a few days later. And if I can find it here, it keeps jumping around. He said, let's talk after February 4th. Before that, whatever I write can be doubted Let's read this again. Let's talk after February 4th. Before that, whatever I write can be doubted or interpreted based on assumptions.
Chaz UBCS donated $4.99 through Super Chat. These devs are scamming hard. You shouldn't be allowed to push games on base hardware when they can't handle it and struggle.
Now they can
Should
handle
be
it.
next gen only.
People are just so naive to what hardware can do. I mean, you know, look, I'm not a game dev or an engineer, but there's ways to make it happen. Let's just put it that way. There is ways to make it happen. So, you know, it's just sad. But let's reread this whole thing again because people got lost there. Don't worry, there's not Jazz coming through. Hell yeah, bro, appreciate it. Don't worry, there's nothing to hide. If you follow previews from November, you probably know that we let the media and influencers play the PS4 preview builder for as much as they like. Then I replied and I said, if there's nothing to hide on base PS4... Okay. Now that you guys have woken up out of your fucking mother's basement, let's read the reply. Let's talk after February 4th. Before that, whatever I write can be doubted or interpreted based on assumptions. When the game releases, you'll be able to see for yourself. Cheers to you. I'm getting back to Magic the Gathering. What the fuck is this? I mean, what kind of reply is this? First of all, he dodged all my questions, okay? He literally didn't answer one fucking question. And he's saying basically, wait until it releases. If we wait until it releases... Do people not know that if you open up a game, it's hard to take back to the store? If you buy a physical copy, and I know I'm a boomer out here, but if you buy a physical copy, some stores they will not take it back. Like, you're, in some cases, in some stores, you know, you don't have many options once you open up a game. So, yeah, we could wait until February 4th, but why would we want to do that? Why would we want to take that risk? It just doesn't make sense. So that's the reply that we got. Let's go ahead and reread all this because I know people are piling in here probably. This is the reply that we got. I said, if there's nothing to hide, then why not show it off on base Xbox One, and why not state PS4 Pro, which was obviously what he was talking about, but didn't want to admit that. I mean, I'm not stupid. Like, they're not demoing the game on base PS4. Ain't no one believing that. Ain't nobody believing that they demoing this fucking game on base PS4, because they didn't. You know, but he's not going to, you know, specify the PS4. So, you know, it's so incredibly sad. It really is. Let's talk after February 4th. Before that, whatever I write can be done. So he's basically saying that, like, these are literally fucking facts up here. Like these are literally facts. Like, ain't no one making no assumptions, bro. Like, literally, there was no base Xbox One footage at the teaser a few days ago. And Game Informer was not able to fucking... It says it right there from the article with the goddamn link right there. I don't know where the assumptions are. I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's drunk. I mean, he had the tequila fucking, so. Nonetheless, that's the reply. I didn't even think we were going to get a reply, but we did get a reply, and it is the way the cookie crumbles out here, I'll tell you that. So they're telling you what you want to hear, and that's pretty typical. So here we go, folks. This is why I'm even more concerned because, well, it seems like they're beating around the bush here. It says, stay tuned for tomorrow, something really cool with the guy that we just showed, the lead designer of Dying Light 2. So they're going to have another fucking conversation. Like, ain't nobody, like, really? Read the fucking room. Address the elephant in the room. They spent millions of dollars on producing these talk shows. That's literally what they did. They had a set designer come in. They hired a fucking third-party production company. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me with this shit. You know what I mean? Let's address the elephant in the room. If we're just going to sit around and talk about, this, that, and the third, this is a huge, colossal waste of time. So it doesn't seem like we're getting gameplay this week.
Mind_at_Bay donated $2 through Super Chat. What happened to game demos before launch?
Dying Light 1 had a demo. Dying Light, and some people say it didn't, but it did. Because that's how I fucking played it, okay? I didn't have money back then. Still don't have fucking money. But, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, okay? Dying Light 1 had a demo. That's a fucking fact. Because that's how I played it. There should have been a demo for Dying Light 2, but that's not how the industry works these days. Because why would they give you something for free when they know, you're going to cancel your pre-order based off the demo, right? Like they don't want any opportunities to arise where you have a moment where you second think your pre-order. When you start second thinking your pre-order, that's how they know they lost you, and they don't want those moments to pop up. Any opportunities for that to happen, they want to crush them immediately. So this is what's happening tomorrow. They're going to have a talk show. Now, maybe there's going to be gameplay there. I doubt it. I mean, if they're going to do this bullshit right here and talk for 40 minutes and show like 2 minutes of gameplay, like I ain't interested in that. But I'll cover it. I'll be here tomorrow if this is a brand new fucking show. I mean, I don't know what this is going to entail, but I mean, I'm assuming from this picture that it's going to be a talk show. So that's a red flag because they're beating around the bush here, and there's only 18 days left. Like, I don't understand what we're doing here. But there's only 18 days left. And then this Thursday, they have these content creators coming out of the woodwork, and they're going to play through a side quest this Thursday on January 20th. Today's the 17th. Okay? So this guy, the Zombies guy, and some other creators who are in bed with Techland, essentially, because they're not giving me the opportunity to do it. They don't have the balls to do that. But basically, these people are going to be playing through a side quest of the game on January 20th, okay? So unless this is gameplay tomorrow, there's not time. There's no time this week where they're going to pull that curtain back for a console gameplay that they promised. They said more gameplay is coming. Are you shitting me? Because at this point, we got a major red flag to talk about in here, and we're going to get to it in just a second.
Boo Plays donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Oh my God.
Dying Light had a demo but a while after release.
Yeah. I mean, it had a demo. That's what I know. All right. So they're going to be having this moment this Thursday where they're going to be showing off the game as side quest. I assume it's on PC. That would make the most sense because I don't know how they'd be able to play it otherwise. So unless it's this Friday we get console gameplay, I don't see it this week unless this is what it is. I don't understand. But what I can tell you and what you need to understand is that Cyberpunk 2077, here we go. This is the last time they showed us console gameplay before release. November 20th, 2020. I need you guys to lock in when I do these shows, guys. I need you guys to lock in when I do these shows. I know the chat's so fucking dead, but I need you guys to lock in. So if we do the math here, Cyberpunk, November 20th, November 24th, 2020 to December 10th, which was when Cyberpunk released, there was 16 days. So this gameplay came out 16 days. The last console footage of Cyberpunk came out 16 days before launch. And here we are with Dying Light 2, 18 days, and we don't even have more than a minute of gameplay. Okay, do you understand what this means? This means that CD Projekt Red has defeated Techland. Because here you have 6 minutes of actual gameplay. Now, granted, they're moving slow as fuck for a reason, and we didn't know why until that day did come. But you're getting 6 minutes of gameplay. This was how many days before release? I'm getting off track here. 16 days before release. This was 16 days before release, and this is what CD Projekt Red had to show. Whoa. I mean, it was a blatant lie, obviously, but I'll tell you what. At least they gave us 6 minutes of fucking footage here, and it's not really edited. It's just boring as fuck. I mean, there's a few cuts here and there, but it isn't anything like that bullshit that we saw for Dying Light 2. So this was 16 days before the launch of Cyberpunk. For Dying Light 2, we're 18 days away from launch, and there's no word on when the actual console gameplay extended footage is coming. There's no word on when any of this is going to come to fruition. So, you know, unless this is it tomorrow, which I don't believe it is, then we have to wait until this Thursday. I mean, it could be a busy week, granted, for Dying Light 2. You know, they could show it off on Wednesday. If this talk show's happening, you know, tomorrow, they could be showing it off on Wednesday, and then this Thursday they could show the PC version off. They could be doing this. I don't know their plans, but we don't have any word right now, as of this show anyway, in regards to Dying Light 2. Let me go ahead and refresh because I know, you know, see, this is what they're doing. They're just posting, you know, lore shit, and they're not really, you know, they're memeing about stuff. This is what Battlefield 2042 did on Twitter. They just started, you know, they didn't read they didn't look at the reality of the situation out here. I mean, you have to be kidding me. I mean, I'm getting exhausted talking about this shit. I am out here every fucking day nearly trying to get some answers, trying to push forward in a way that makes sense, and people want to get the pitchforks out at me when I'm helping the gamer. Like, I'm helping people not waste potentially their hard-earned money on this fucking game. They have nothing to show for. They have literally nothing to show for. What are they going to talk about tomorrow that's so great? You know, I mean, really, what are they going to discuss? I'd love to fucking know. If it's not console gameplay, ain't nobody tuning in. You know what I mean? Because we've already heard the pre-order spiel 100 times. Hey, guys, pre-order our game. You're going to fucking love it. You know, it's really, at this point, disgusting. To be totally frank, at this point, it is really disgusting. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to open up the lines, 818-284-4568. I need people to call in and actually have conversations, okay? I'm tired of the dumb callers that have nothing to say. So if you got nothing to say, maybe talk about the Dallas Cowboys and how they fucked up last night. Just like Techland. They fumbled the football. They have fumbled the football, folks, and I'll tell you what, it is so incredibly sad. 818-284-4568. You can call in right now. Get your telephone ready. Get the payphone ready. Whatever you're doing, you can call it in. It's a number, okay? That's how you call in. You don't need special software. You call into the number. We're going to cancel him. We're going to probably cancel this guy, but I think it's, yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Yeah,
my
we're out
name is
here.
also Mike. So, yeah, I got 3 things I just want to talk about Dying Light. Number 1, something that we can't control, okay? Something we cannot control. That's COVID. I'm not trying to give, you know, Techland an excuse. No, I'm not going to give them an excuse. But
don't bring COVID up in here because people get too fucking political about shit like that.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to.
It doesn't matter. You bring up COVID, you bring up vaccine, you bring up mandates. They get crazy in here, man.
Shit's awful.
All right, so I'll keep them, you know, the wheels rolling.
Yeah.
All right, so the second thing I just want to bring up is I think that we as a community, we are supposed to be, I think we are the ones that kind of created this infection in a way with Techland because of how, you know, they listen to the community who's like supported them and whatnot, and they think that they can just get away with this kind of behavior, you know, like kind of not showing us the gameplay that we want and whatnot. And
well, that we deserve at this point. I mean, we deserve it at this point. People have blocked their money into this game.
I completely agree. It's just that it's not only that, but also it's, you know, I'm not saying you, but other creators, like, not trying to throw Oni Zombies under the bus, but he's kind of been, you know, a rising YouTuber, and he's really just blew the skirt up kind of, saying, oh, Techland, you're doing such a great job, this and that. And they're kind of like, getting lost in this kind of like drug in a way. And it's like they think they're doing a great job. And, the good portion of us, the true community, and don't get me wrong, I love Dying Light 1. But I think that it's them, I don't know, it's just like brainwashed in a way where they think they're doing all right. When it's like, a good portion of the community is like, hey, what the fuck? We want to see actual, what.
Yeah, but there's not as many people barking about this. I mean, there's like 10 people that are in the community that actually care about this. That's the problem. Not enough people bark.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that it's like, creators like you, need to like, because I mean, they are starting to get a little heat from you. I mean, they definitely feel some type of way.
Well, I hope they do. I am trying to get them to move forward in a way that makes sense. Like, it has to happen this week. If we go through this week and there's no word on when that console gameplay is coming, like I'm going to start encouraging people to cancel their pre-orders because it is getting ridiculous.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to get it this week, but there's no signs right now as of this broadcast that we are going to get it this week outside of whatever the fuck this is going to be tomorrow. It looks like another talk show where they sit around and say the PS4 version's just fine, then show you 10 seconds of fucking actual footage. I mean,
absolutely. And then just the final third part, Mike, I wanted to bring up, which I actually appreciate you kind of brought up too, which was they spent so much money on the production.
Yeah,
of
look
this,
at it. I mean, look at it, bro. You got like fucking Night of the Living Dead sets in this bitch. Like,
I know,
what the
Mike,
fuck's going on?
So we could, if we can just look into that like deeper, think about it. They could have maybe a good portion of that money, Mike, was probably pre-orders or however the funds like Techland like gets. I think, and this is just me talking.
Yeah.
They received a good portion of those incentives, and then used it as like a way to advertise the game in the way they wanted to show it. When I think they should have used those funds to if things were really rough to hire some great, I don't know, like whatever, like, throw, resumes and try to get some better, a team together to assist them with whatever, because I remember at one point they were talking about how, we, showed this game too early,
Yeah. You got to get to the point, man. Like, I'm out here fucking freezing balls, man. I'm sorry, but like, damn.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. So, yeah, I at the end of the day, I just wish they spent more money on getting the actual whatever resources they needed to make this game presentable for the community.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, I'm exhausted out here talking about this game every day. I mean, it is exhausting to cover this every fucking day because we have nothing to go on.
Yeah.
It's all talk. It's all it is. It's all it ever is, talk. They don't want to show. They just want to talk. So they string you along, and then you got to wait until the very last fucking week. I mean, it's literally it's literally worse than CD Projekt Red. It literally is at this point. It will be very soon in a couple of days, a few days from now. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's it's bullshit, but I guess it is what it is at this point. But hey, Mike, it was great talking to you,
bro,
and thanks for talking.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's move the wheels. Hello, you're on the air.
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, we out here.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you about this bullshit, bro. They say, oh, we have content for fucking 5 years. Well, you don't even have enough fucking content to make a 3-minute fucking video showcasing what
exactly.
You do
that's what I'm saying. Look at what they're focusing on. They're focusing on fucking 5 years in the future, but they're not addressing the elephant in the room. Like, you have to be kidding me,
brother. But the worst part is there's a civil war between gamers because you have gamers like us, old school gamers from the neighborhood, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who fucking we expect perfection when we are putting $60 to $70 down for a fucking digital product, okay? You got gamers who are saying, oh, well, it's because of COVID is why they haven't shown the footage. And then you have other people who are saying, play it on the cloud, play it on your phone. You're a piece of fucking shit if you play video games on your fucking phone, and you're a piece of fucking shit if you make excuses for bullshit Techland. You're a fucking shill. You're a scumbag. And you better never come to my hood.
Naomi16 donated £4.49 through Super Chat.
Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Yeah, hello, you're on the air. You got to mute the stream in the background.
Okay, so I just wanted to say Dying Light, I feel like they said a lot of things that haven't like world choices. We haven't seen anything. Or, like, they said they doubled the parkour moves, but they showed the skill trees, and it's still like 25. Only 25 moves. Like, why couldn't they have doubled it? I feel like they're lying to us a lot. They're not.
Well, I mean, this is the next Cyberpunk. I mean, it's literally as simple as that. I mean, CD Projekt Red hasn't beat already. I'll tell you that. You look at you compare the timeline here. November 24th, 2020 to December 10th, which was when the game released. It was 16 days. So Cyberpunk showed off gameplay 16 days before launch, and they gave you 6 minutes worth of gameplay. And it's 18 days right now until Dying Light 2 launches. So they still have a few days left, but Cyberpunk has them beat because, you know, this is PlayStation gameplay. They already showed off Xbox One X gameplay before this video came out, and that was a few weeks before this. So literally CD Projekt Red has them beat. And no one is barking. No one cares. Like, I legitimately am confused, and I never will not be confused.
I have two quick things, really quick.
Yeah.
I feel like I always compare it. I've never played Cyberpunk. I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition on Battlefield, so I hope it does not end up like that. Because
I hope it doesn't either. I mean, I really hope it doesn't either. You know.
Oh yeah. And I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, and I hope it doesn't end up. And I hope they actually focus on last gen and next gen more than PC. I hope they do, because not everybody can afford a $2,500 PC to run that.
Well, you can't even find the GPUs to do it. You know, it's not even about the afford thing anymore. It's about, I mean, unless you want to pay 2 times the price, which even rich people don't want to do because they're not stupid. You know.
Oh yeah, and I have a PS5, so I hope it runs, and I had a great time talking to you. I hope I talk to you.
Bro, we appreciate you. All right, let's move the wheels. Hello, you're on the air.
Oh my. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hey, bro, I just called because I wanted to talk to you about, like, just how you feel the game's gonna be, bro. You know.
I mean, it's looking like a disaster right now. Like, I'm literally out of words to express this enough. I mean, I am exhausted coming out here and just pushing for this so hard, and literally now I'm getting. Let me show you this too. I got another reply from the lead designer. Didn't think it was too professional, but whatever. You know, that's how they want to run the show, I guess. But if I can't find it right now, but because I got this shit all fucked up. But you know, whatever. Okay, you got nothing to say. You call in again, I'm gonna block you, dude. You got nothing to say. Like, just don't call in. Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, what's up? Hey, hold on. Let me get the stream real quick.
Yeah.
So, real quick, I just want to say, I feel like part of the problem with Dying Light 2 is that I feel like, because Dying Light 1 was a lot, like, it was pretty basic. It was just, oh, you ran around, you killed zombies. The story wasn't, like, important or anything, and now, Dying Light 2 is like, oh, we're so deep now. We have all these choices. We have all these fucking things that you can do now. I feel like, do you feel like part of the problem is they're trying to be too deep, and now they've gotten...
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Cyberpunk. They showcased their ideas and they said, "Hey guys, we gotcha. You know, we're looking, we're looking out for the gamer. We have all this stuff planned and all this stuff happening." And then it didn't really come to, fruition in a way that made sense.
Yeah, it's like, because I mean, I played Dying Light 1. I played it a lot, and like, it was one of those games you just like, you turn your brain off. You don't have to like think, oh, I got all these choices of like, what happens if I do this or do that?
Right.
Which, don't get me wrong, I like games like that, but sometimes I want to turn my brain off. I just want to put a podcast on or listen to some music and just drop kick the zombie off a roof.
I agree.
You know? All right, that's all I had to say. You have a great day, Michael.
Oh yeah, bro, appreciate it. All right, we're gonna close that. If we're done with that, seemingly we are. Hello, you're on the air.
Dude, fix your fucking eyes. What are you staring at, dude?
All right, see you later, dude. Losers calling into my show 24/7. All right, so let me see if I can pull this up here. If you got nothing to say, don't call in, but, that's the majority of people. Let me see if I can find the tweet. I'm looking. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Where is it at? I don't even know. Too many notifications on Twitter. I'm going to stop using Twitter. Waste of time. I guess it's not important. I don't know where it's at. Please consider supporting the show. If you support the show from now on, I'll put you on the list, okay? We got a list out here. If you support the show from here on out, you're going to be on the list. I forgot to do it earlier, but, you know, this is what we're going to have to do because, well, there we go. First one on the list.
Boo Plays donated $4.99
yeah, that's what we're talking about, bro.
Super Chat. Last time I called and tried to have a discussion and you just yelled at me and hung up. I was trying to have an actual conversation.
Well, you have an opportunity right now. We're going to open up the lines later. So I don't know why you guys cling on the past. Yesterday's show was yesterday. The day before's show was the day before. Today is today's show. That's how the damn thing works, man. Okay, you got an opportunity here today. If you don't take it, that's on you. So who the hell just came through? Hopefully it didn't disappear, because if it did, we're going to, well, I don't know if I can add you to the list then. Alrighty. Boo Plays. All right, Boo Plays is the first one on the list. If you support the show, going to be immortalized right here on the fucking list. Boo Plays is out here with the $5 super chat. And the last time we did this list was probably many weeks ago, because it got too cold to pull it out. I don't even write dates on them anymore. 12/26, yeah, a long time ago. So, all right, Boo Plays coming through in the face of adversity. But you do have an opportunity to call. I'm looking for a tweet right now, folks, okay? I'm looking for a tweet right. I mean, I am so exhausted. I've tried to make a video on this, and I am at the point where I just cannot keep talking about this shit, man. It is fucking exhausting. Just reiterating, regurgitating the elephant in the room, and no one listens. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Man, where is this fucking tweet? Fuck.
You're retarded donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Yesterday all my troubles seemed so far away.
Yeah. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Cool. Maybe it got deleted. Huh. Maybe it got deleted. Oh, here we go. All right, finally found it. You're retarded coming through. Someone else is coming through as well.
Christopher Cardarelli donated $2 through Super Chat.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Christopher Columbus, you're retarded coming through. And Christopher Columbus coming through. I can't read my handwriting, so it's going to be hard to go back through the list, but we'll put you down nonetheless. Alrighty, so this is the tweet right here. Someone said I was a crackhead and records his meltdowns on YouTube, laugh my ass off, but not me, right? You know, I mean, yeah, so funny.
But to Milk donated $5 through Super Chat.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. Buttermilk coming through with a $5 super chat. You might be the current king of the jungle so far on this list. Buttermilk coming through with the $5 super chat. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. Let's give you the current crown. Current king of the jungle out here with a $5 super chat. Let's see if anyone can step up here. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and open up the lines. 818-284-4568. Chaz coming through.
$4.99 through Super Chat. Coming in with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. It's hard supporting the show so hard. My back hurts from carrying the show financially coming in adversity.
Yeah. We're not going to make people... Yep. Chaz coming through. Two-time Tony Hawk combo. 818-284-4568. Let's get the damn show on the road. Someone wanted to call in. Now's your opportunity. If you can't make it happen, that's on you, not me. Yeah, I am literally giving everyone an open platform to call into my show. And you can call in multiple times because that's how it has to work. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Michael, it's me. It's Boo. Remember, I had called in last time.
Yeah.
And
Paulie Frog 64 donated $2 through Super Chat.
My argument was
Paulie coming in with the two
well,
rows
hold on.
quarters.
Yeah, hold on. They're doing it. Well, go ahead and say what you got to say. Don't talk about 2 days ago, because I don't remember what happened 2 days ago. So I really don't. I do these shows so often. I mean, it's just a blur at this point. But Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Anyway, my discussion was why. What's the problem with waiting a little bit after pre-order?
Well, I mean, have you got your answer to that?
I was.
Well, the problem. Let me answer the
no,
question. Is that the question? Is that the question? Because I can answer it right here.
Yeah, but I want you to answer the question.
Oh, well, I am. Okay, so Cyberpunk put out gameplay November 24th, and that was 16 days from launch. Okay. And here we are with Dying Light 2. We don't even have a release date on when the gameplay is coming. So I don't know how you. I mean, explain to me how you think them waiting is good for the game.
I think that waiting is good for the customer. Like, it's
the opposite,
choice,
bro.
You want to make sure. You want to make sure that you get the product that you want, and like that's why.
I agree. That's why I'm pushing for them to release this sooner rather than later. The longer they wait, the more suspicious this becomes.
I know, and I agree. What they did at like the
MP
final
donated
episode,
10 Canadian dollars
they
through
should have
Super
shown like
Chat.
way more, or at
Instead
least
of
given a
insults,
link
show
to
me
each separate
gameplay.
console, show some gameplay. But I do think that if this is how it's going to be, then people just have to wait regardless.
Yeah, but I mean,
we want to be sure about
look, we're not having this conversation 2 months from release. We're not having this conversation 1 month from release. We're having it 18 days until the damn launch. Like, at this point, it's laughable. It's just a laughing stock.
It is.
I know.
And that's why we have to. If we're clearly not going to get that much out of them, and if we do, it's going to be like a couple days before release, which I guess it's still probably
donated
okay for
20
some people to
Swedish
buy,
krona
but
through
I think
Super
that
Chat.
most of us just
We
need
get better visuals with trash performance.
Wait for release, unless of course you have next gen console, PC or whatever. And if you want to get it now, you can get it now. The game looks good. I really love the first game, and I'm hoping this one is as good.
Yeah.
Like I put easy over 1,000 hours into the first one. Hopefully this one too.
Yeah.
And I wanted to succeed on all consoles. But people
Paulie
do
Frog
need to wait.
64 donated
Unless
$2
they really
through Super Chat.
really transparent.
Dying Light is dead on
couple days,
arrival. No
people
console
do need
footage.
to wait to buy the game after it's released.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I mean that's what we're being told. Just wait until February 4th and then make your decision then. But it's like if people buy the game and they buy it physically and they open it up, at certain retailers you're screwed. Like you don't have any options in terms of returning the game. Like there's not much you can do. So I mean, I know that's a minority
Harry
of gamers, but
$2
I'm just saying, man.
Through Super Chat. Thank you for asking the tough questions.
Right. So I mean, it's just one of those things. I think, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I'm exhausted talking about this game, and I know I'm going to have to talk about it for the next fucking week until they can get gameplay ready for us, And then who knows what we're going to be discussing post-launch because, well, the game's going to be in a fucking rocky-ass state depending on the platform you play it on. So I might have to buy the game twice just to ensure that the gamers have the reality right out in front of us because, I don't know. I probably got to buy this game on base PS4, and then I might, maybe get it on Series X. So I don't know. We'll see. But shit.
Yeah, I was gonna get it on.
Yeah.
I was gonna get it on my PS5, but then I saw in the stream that Timon he actually said that on launch, PS4 and PS5 won't be able to play together. And I want to play with my
friends. And I've also heard. I don't have it on the stream here, but I've also heard there's not a FOV slider on console. Not day one anyway. So.
Yeah, apparently there's not going to be FOV on either next gen or last gen.
UBCS donated $4.99 through Super Chat. 3-time Tony Hawk champion, self-righteous clowns claiming lowball donations when they don't spend any money. Pot calling the kettle black, so very sad.
I've been waiting for it for a long time.
Hell yeah. Well, listen, we got to move the wheels, man. Appreciate you for calling in. I mean, the guy's saying nothing at this point. Hello, you're on the air. Chad's coming through with the 3-time Tony Hawk combo. If you come through, we're going to immortalize you right here on the damn list. We already got nearly halfway filled. So you can't see it because it's blurry. We got some wizard technology out here. Nonetheless, hello, you're on the air.
Yo, what's good, man?
Yeah, we're out here. I'm exhausted talking about this.
Yeah. Dying Light 2 is going to be one of the worst fucking releases I think we're going to see today.
I hope not, but yeah, it's looking like it.
It's looking just like it. I mean, we all got swindled by Cyberpunk. I mean, if you bought Cyberpunk off of a retail shelf, no matter what, you were disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like we're giving these developers so much leverage over us as gamers, you know, especially with these big AAA titles, because they put these $70, $60 price tags on them only for the consumer to be the one getting fucked over in the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's as simple as that. You know, I mean, the longer they wait, the more sus this becomes.
I agree. And the fact that we don't have gameplay and it comes out in 14 days, I mean, man, that's insane. What game have you seen that's done that?
Yeah, we got.
So it just makes me feel like we're getting.
We got not even a minute of gameplay. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I agree. It's insane, man. And it's honestly, I don't know how they're going to build trust with consumers, especially after this. It's like, how are we going to accept that we're not just going to get a shell of a game?
Yeah, I mean, they can tell us that's not going to happen, and that's what their play is right now. That's the play that they're utilizing right now, is they're talking about how great this game is going to be and how surprised people are going to be come February 4th. But that game doesn't work too far with me these days after the Cyberpunk disaster, after Battlefield 2042, after GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. They have to start showing in a way that makes sense. And if they're going to stall this week, and it seemingly seems like they are with this bullshit right here, they're going to have these shills. I mean, I'm not, trying to knock these YouTubers, but look, they're in bed with Techland, obviously, and, this Thursday they're going to have a live playthrough of a side quest on the 20th. So it seems like we're deflecting the elephant in the room, and I hope that's not the case. Maybe tomorrow they will have gameplay out. The guy just fucking hung up on me. Man. If you're going to fucking, I don't know what to say. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello. Hi. Listen, mate, I really like your show.
Well, I'm glad.
Calling from Latvia is very long distance.
Holy shit, bro. Hell yeah.
But listen, quickly. I think you are very right about stuff. Even I may not like you, but I respect you. And
why don't you hold on? Why don't you like me? I'm not a fucking bad guy. Who's spreading rumors that I'm a piece of shit? Because they lying. Like, I'm a good guy out here.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Look, no.
Well, you act like I'm the goddamn devil out here. I've got no fucking horns on. Shit, y'all act like I'm the Antichrist. I didn't do shit. I'm trying to help the gamer out here. I'm literally the angel that no one wanted to listen to. That came down from the heavens above and said, the devil's back. I mean.
Oh, exactly. Now, but one point I want to make across. Listen, about Mass Effect Edition, what came out, right? You are so correct that the game will be piece of shit. So much I liked Xbox 360 version, and then I bought the remastered version, and they screwed up everything, and you were correct about it. So now I really have doubts about Dying Light,
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm right about a lot. I'm right about a lot. And I hope I'm wrong, too. I don't want to be right out here. Maybe tomorrow I'll be surprised. Maybe they'll have 10 minutes of gameplay out. I don't know. But right now it's not looking like that's the case. So we have to, broadcast as we're live.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
I respect you. Have a great day.
Hell yeah, bro. We appreciate it. Hell yeah, we appreciate you. Take care. Hello, you're on the air.
I have a question. What does 5 mean?
Uh-huh.
What does 5 mean?
I got 5 on it. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Stop. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey.
Yeah. Hello,
hey,
hello, you're on the air.
I pre-ordered the game already.
Well, that's great.
I pre-ordered the game.
That's great.
So what are you going to do about
it?
No,
dude.
You're a hater,
no,
Michael.
why do you hold on? Why do you think I'm mad that people? I don't care if people pre-order it. I mean, it's your money, it's your choice. Do what you want. But let me ask you this: what are you playing it? What did you pre-order it on?
PS4. That's all I've got.
Oh Lord. Well,
PS4 Pro,
I mean that right.
PS4 Pro.
Well, I mean that's a little better, but holy shit.
Yeah. PS4 Pro's been great, Michael, honestly. It's held up really well in the last few years. I've been playing Call of Duty on it, so, yeah.
Well, yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty is linear and shit. Like, they can make sure that runs pretty well on there. I mean, you played the new one, right? Call of Duty Vanguard?
True. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I like it.
Is that 60 frames? Is that 60 frames on PS4 Pro?
Definitely. Easy. Yeah.
Well, the Call of Duty devs got money, and they know what they're doing. I mean, shit. But it is a linear game. I mean, Dying Light 2 is open world. There's a lot of shit going on, so a little bit of a different beast.
I agree, but I mean, look, Michael, I think you need to adjust. I'm not going to say do what you do this, you do that because you're your own man. But I think you need to adjust. You can't have every kind of series that you're going to be talking about on hating on a game. And
I ain't hating on a game, bro. What are you talking about? I am not hating on this game. How am I hating on? Explain to me how I'm hating on this game.
I'm not saying you're hating on. I'm not saying you're hating on the game. I'm saying it's like the way you do videos. You're saying,
what do you mean?
Oh, you got to watch out. To this.
I mean, yeah, you need to watch out, dude. They're not showing off gameplay. Like they gave you 1 minute of gameplay and they have nothing else to say. Like, I mean, come on.
Because they don't want to show people the story. It's pretty
No.
obvious.
They can show way more of something. They don't need to spoil the game. We're not asking for spoilers, bro. We're asking for fucking gameplay. That's just more parkour in different environments and with more zombies on the screen and shit like that. I don't need to see no fucking spoilers. No one wants spoilers. But this gameplay here is pretty...
Yeah, no, of course.
It's lackluster. I mean, shit.
Well, I'm excited.
Oh, I am too. I am too. I don't know why people have the impression like if I weren't excited, I wouldn't be out here in this fucking freezing weather talking about this fucking game. You know what I mean? Like shit.
Well, hopefully when I get money, Michael, I'll send you a couple of bucks here and there.
I mean, you're gonna have to. I'm homeless. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. Alrighty. Hello, you're on in the air.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Michael. How's it going?
Well, we're out here.
Yeah. I just called in for no reason at all.
So then we're going to move the wheels. If you got nothing to say, we're moving to someone who does have something to say. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, we are still out here. 18 days from release?
Oh, my God, bro. I can't believe it. I'm exhausted talking about this shit.
I know. I mean, how can you not be? It's been... we're still out here January 17th, past the halfway mark of January when, we're supposed to be getting gameplay.
Yeah.
But you saw that thing where the content creators are now playing the game and they're going to be releasing that?
Yeah, that side quest this Thursday.
Yeah, so the content creators do have the game right now, but it's like we're going to get that, but the question is that going to be a distraction here? Because
I think it is.
Everybody right now is content where we're at. It seems like.
I honestly think it is. I think it's a way to quietly dismiss, because who really is barking as hard as I am about this? Like, not many people, to be honest. I mean, there's some people, but
not many.
Not as hard as I am. So it's honestly a side thing. It's like a side quest in and of itself. So yeah, by them doing this, I think it's a way to like push to like, how hard is it to record gameplay and show that off? Like, I could literally do that. Like, I could do that within a day. Literally, I could do that within a day. I'm not kidding. If they invited me to Poland, I'd go over there and I'd say, okay, how do I record? I'm going to record. I'm going to edit it together. I can literally put that together within a day, within an entire workday, easily.
Absolutely.
So they have no excuse. I mean, it's disgusting. It literally is disgusting at this point.
And some of the responses from the lead designer I thought were pretty wild. Like the one he responded to you, I mean, it was just like you can't answer the simple question whether it was PS4 or PS4 Pro at the event, which we know it was PS4 Pro.
Yeah. Couldn't answer a single question. Had to deflect and said, well, you're going to find out February 4th, basically. He had to throw the release date out there, too, to make sure people knew when the game's coming out. It's like, Jesus, Lord, push the product, sell the product. I mean, come on, man.
And some of his other replies to people, too, I saw were like, they sound confident usually, but some of his replies were sounding like, you just wait till the game comes out. Like, they weren't sounding.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Confident.
Yeah, I don't know. Gee, that doesn't sound. Yeah, it's like, well, maybe he doesn't even fucking know. I bet he doesn't. Like, he ain't played no fucking base PS4 version.
That's what I mean. Cause it's like he's saying he played on PS4 and it was, he said the one reply where it's much more than 10 FPS or whatever than people were saying, and it's like, is it PS4 Pro or PS4? Does he even know what he's? I don't know. I saw another reply he claimed to play like 4,000 hours of Dying Light 2, and I was like,
oh my God, I remember a tweet like that from the Cyberpunk devs. Hey, I spent 800 hours in Cyberpunk and I'm still going. All this weird. Oh God, it's like a parody. It's like literally a parody of how not to fucking market your game and make all the same motherfucking mistakes that Cyberpunk made. I mean, I am not even kidding, man. It's a carbon fucking copy, and it's not because they're in the same region. It's just because, like, bro. This marketing, the way they're doing this whole thing, it's literally Cyberpunk. In fact, at this point, it's almost going to be worse.
And nobody wants to admit that. No one wants to admit it. I mean, pretty much everybody right now who's in the community, if you tell them a fact that Cyberpunk showed off more gameplay sooner, it's a fact. They don't want to admit it.
It literally is. They can't handle it.
Even when Techland did show off gameplay, it was 20 seconds. I mean, and we're still waiting.
Yeah, for PlayStation 4 and whatever that means. You know, they say base PS4, but they didn't specify that on the video. I think someone's misinformed with that information because I mean they can't prove it's base PS4. You know what I mean? They could have recorded fucking PC on every goddamn clip there, and no one's gonna know the difference.
That's the other thing. You had those clips. I mean, especially the one clip with the Howler infected guy. I mean, that almost looked carbon copied with just more darkness, right?
Yeah, let me see if I can
I don't
find it.
understand how you get. I understand you can compare the same scenes on different, PS4 to PC, but it's like, how do you get the exact same animation like that? I don't know about that,
Yeah, it's like they're going to their safe spaces in the game. They know where to show this off in a way that makes sense, and they don't want to go outside of these spaces because, well, the frame rate, they don't know how it, I don't know, man. The entire, like I said, if we're out here next Monday and we're still having the same conversation, like, just shut it down. At that point, I'm literally going to encourage people to maybe, if you're on console, maybe think about that pre-order and maybe think about saving some money until this thing fucking releases, because if we're literally going to have this conversation next Monday, it's over. CD Projekt Red has them beat, and they fucked up too. So this is a disaster in the making. I mean, this is a massive red flag. Yeah, I mean,
it's turning into something that it hopefully shouldn't be, but it's not looking good for sure. And I wanted to ask you about, I've never played on Xbox. I was always a PlayStation PC guy.
Yeah.
I was hearing people saying that Xbox has like 10-day pre-order lockups. Is that a thing, or am I just being misled here?
I don't know. I don't really play on Xbox either, to be honest, so I wouldn't know. I mean, I got an Xbox.
I was hearing
Series
somebody
X.
say like Xbox has like a lockup period for pre-orders before the game releases or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
But yeah, I think overall, like as we get closer, I mean, we're pretty close right now. I think we're gonna get more and more people coming in here from outside of the core Dying Light community. And maybe they'll start to listen a little bit more. But everybody right now, I mean, like you said, everyone's just prepared for the the new side quest gameplay and everything else. No one.
And let me guess. Everyone's going to be playing that on PC.
Most of the people talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're absolutely right when you say the voice of the voiceless. No one on PlayStation 4 is watching these types of videos on YouTube.
It's
sad. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, they just don't want to. They don't want to wake up and smell the coffee.
They get shut down by everybody else.
Yeah, you can't share the stream. You can't share the content. You can't be. I mean, they just don't want to hear it. I get it. Like at a certain point, but at a certain point, like you kind of got to start listening a little bit, because as the days go by and progress, it's the elephant in the room that continues to grow. It's like a fungus. It just continues to fucking grow, and if it's never eventually looked upon, then it's going to get to a point where it's off the rails, right? So.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just exhausted talking about this shit. Like, we should not be here having this conversation. At the last Dying to Know episode, that should have been it right there. That should have been it right there. They could have showed the sneak peek, and then they could have said, go to this link right here, scan this QR code, or showed like a splash screen instead of saying, stay tuned, it's coming soon. They should have had a link, or go to the Dying Light YouTube channel to see the full gameplay video. They should have had it done right there and then. Why are we stalling? It doesn't take that long to put out a fucking gameplay thing.
The excuse has been that they want to show the best version, the most optimized version of the game. It's like, we're not looking for like a slight FPS drop here. We're looking for the game to run smooth. I mean, a weak difference isn't going to
and it's like, okay, they keep telling us that it runs smooth and there's nothing to hide. If that is true, then why aren't it doesn't add up. I mean, if you go buy a TV off of someone and they don't want to plug it in for you, then you don't buy the fucking TV. They can tell you the TV works great and they just got it, but if they don't want to show you that the TV works great and by plugging it in and showing you that it actually has it's in working order, then you don't buy into what they're selling, right? So and it's the same fucking thing here. It's like, you could tell me this game runs great on base PS4 and all this other shit, but if you don't want to show me 18 days out, well, then we got a red fucking flag. And how many more days are we gonna fucking wait out here? How many more times are we gonna have this goddamn discussion? I don't understand.
It's been confusion. Like, the confusion just makes everything even more tiring, because we thought we were getting the real deal and we're not getting the real deal, and then. We think we're getting the real deal, but we're not getting the real deal.
They want to sugarcoat it. They want to dance. It's like they're like politicians. Like, literally, they're like politicians. They just beat around the bush.
Yeah, well, we'll see once we get this new, this new longer gameplay. If
Well,
it's
let me ask you
actually
this.
gonna
Let me
be-
ask you this. What do you think about what's happening tomorrow? Because I don't know who this is, but a PR specialist at Techland Games said that stay tuned for tomorrow. Something really cool with the Dying Light 2 lead designer is coming. So
Probably like an interview or some sort of thing like that.
bro, what a spit in the face.
I'm almost 100%. I'm almost 100% sure it's not going to be anything with gameplay, but I could be wrong.
It shows them in that fancy set. I mean, my God, they spent millions of dollars making those talk videos where they tell you to. They're basically glorified hype videos that tell you to pre-order the game. Like, I mean, every Dying to Know episode, it's like you don't really learn all that new information. It's like Night City Wire episode fucking 1 through 6. You didn't really learn all that new information. It was just like buy the product, and clearly this is where the pre-order money went into these fucking elaborate ass sets. Like, these look better than Hollywood movie sets. Like, what are we doing? Like, what the fuck is this? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
get
I
Leonardo
actually saw
DiCaprio
something
up in
from
that
somebody that for the sets, they're using like the same technology they used on like Star Wars: The Mandalorian or something like that. I saw that somewhere. So it's like they definitely did go all out on these things.
Yeah, they literally did. I saw a behind the scenes set. It's an actual set they built, a practical set, and they got a crane camera, a big fucking camera on a goddamn jib or whatever they're called. I mean, it's like fucking Hollywood production they hired. Like, Jesus Christ, they didn't spend money on the goddamn game, And this game has had a rocky launch. It's been delayed multiple times. Techland has had layoffs back in 2018 or 2019. Like, there is the miracle here of them pulling this off would be fascinating to see, and I hope they can pull it off, But
yeah, and then we come out with the whole post launch plan, which I think overall that's optimistic, but it's like we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We really are.
Oh yeah. I think it's just them deflecting the situation. It's like I don't know how long it takes to put gameplay video together, but they should have had it done. They should have had it out today. They had the entire fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And it's once we do get, they revealed like the 6 creators are going to be, they're each going to be releasing like one side quest or something like that. I think.
Yeah, I think they're
one each. No one's going to be paying attention then.
Well, they might as well not even show it off. I mean, look, didn't they say something about a 60 frames patch on the first game, and that never came to fruition?
Like
Dying Light 1 was supposed to.
Yeah. And there still has not been 60 frames on next gen.
Well, they didn't follow through with that, did they? That's sad.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just hope, eventually we get some good news here because it is. I mean, man, if I continue to talk about this for the next fucking week straight, like I'm gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to handle it, man. This is getting crazy. If we're down to the single digits and we still don't have console gameplay,
man,
like, dude. I mean, it's getting to that point
not gonna
because
be good.
like I said, they don't post news on non-business days. Yeah, it's over.
I mean, I know you're tired, but it's going to be worth it because, I mean, the numbers are going up. You see that, especially if we get into single digits. I mean, more people coming from the outside of the community are going to be seeing this and wondering what's going on. So,
yeah, I mean, at that point, at that point, if they're waiting until the very last week or whatever, the last 2 weeks or whatever, they better have like a 30-minute video prepared because, I mean, the longer they wait, the expectations build. The longer they wait, the more suspicious the entire situation unfolds.
Well, yeah. Going off of their logic, if they want to show the game off the most optimized, then a week before release, we should be getting like a 20-minute gameplay.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they've had plenty of time to put it together. So if we get a 2-minute video, holy shit, we're screwed.
And the problem is, I think even if we do get a 3-minute video with 200 cuts, I think people are going to be satisfied.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, some people are satisfied with what we got. They call into my show and they say I'm a hater. They say I'm a stupid idiot. And they say, you know what, Michael, we don't need more gameplay. You already saw how it looked and how it performed enough with that teaser. Like they literally came to that conclusion that this, if I have it here pulled up still, no, I don't, but yeah, I do. They said that this was enough. They said that, you know what, we don't need more gameplay than this. This gives us a good idea. Yeah, really? Does it give us a good idea? Because I don't think it fucking does.
So either what we're looking at is purely an ignorant and very badly done PR project with no gameplay, or a masterfully put together plan to confuse people and trick them into pre-ordering.
Oh yeah, it's all about the pre-orders, and they want to ensure that those are locked into the very last moment because they don't want this like big thing to come out, beforehand. They're going to control the narrative, all the way up until this game releases, and then once the floodgates open after February 4th, then there's nothing that they can. I mean, they can issue an apology and say, we're looking forward to the community and hearing what they have to say, and they're going to ensure that the game's much better in the coming weeks and months, but. Right now they are in control of what gets shown and how it gets shown and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and I bet nobody playing the game early wanted to volunteer for a base gen console. No one.
I don't even think they would. I don't think they would let them. I don't think they would let them. To be honest.
I doubt it.
Hell no.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess we look out for the longer gameplay. I mean. Hopefully before the single digits. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, bro, yeah. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous out here.
Rigorous said donated $4.99
Keep it up, and it's been fun, but go ahead and move the wheels.
Hell yeah, bro, appreciate
Mickle makes special ed kids look smart. He gives me confidence when I think I look ugly, and he's as smart as Beetlejuice. Michael for President 2024.
Hello, you're on the air. Rigorous coming through. Let's see if we can find the pen. Rigorous coming through. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. Hello, you're on the air. Can't get it open. It's
hey, Michael.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
I've noticed that you've been pretty worried about this.
I can't hear you.
I've been seeing that you've been worried about this game, but didn't the developers say that you should, not worry about it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, what were they supposed to say? That you should be worried about it? I mean, come on, man.
No, you're not supposed to be worried about it, bro. It's Techland. This is a gift. This isn't a product. It's a gift. It's a $500 gift to gamers.
Yeah, it's over. Hell yeah. Well,
project.
Yeah.
Michael, you just can't handle it.
Yeah, passion project. Yeah, sure is. Hell yeah. All right. Oh my God, that is so fucking loud. Hello, you're on the air.
All right, brother. Just calling again because I noticed something very disturbing about the Dying Light 2 fandom that I think I needed to exemplify. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of callers calling in, and I heard this yesterday too because I was listening to your show yesterday. Okay. And you had people saying, "Oh well, Techland just wants to keep it under wraps because they don't want to spoil the story." I mean, you just had that British guy calling you like, "Boy, they're going to spoil the gameplay. Keep it under wraps for the Queen." Give me a break. You can show gameplay without spoiling the fucking story. First off, they've already told you what the story is about. How you're a pilgrim who's coming to look for his sister because I guess some faction took her. They've already exemplified the fucking plot straight to you. So what do you mean they're trying not to spoil the story? They have already told you what the story is.
Yep.
Why can't they just show you, gameplay of you doing your little parkour moves?
Tabian Jail donated $4.99
We want to just see how the
through
game
Super
runs.
Chat.
Okay, we want to see how fluid the motions are, but you're not going to get that. Okay, and there obviously is no transparency about PS Pro or normal PS4. And dude, forget about Xbox One. I mean, we're not even going to get that gameplay by the time the game comes out. You know, and think about how many people have pre-ordered it. All gamers. This game is gold with no gameplay.
I mean, this game was supposed to be out December 7th of last year. What are we doing?
You can blame COVID.
Oh.
You can blame whatever the fuck you want.
_Bay donated $2 through Super Chat.
This game has had a trouble development, and now they're putting it under wraps. I mean, that was one of the worst gameplay trailers I've ever seen.
Teddy bear,
okay, you might
teddy
as well
bear,
have just
teddy
made
bear,
it,
teddy bear,
teddy
bear,
cinematic
teddy bear,
fucking
teddy
bullshit,
bear,
a cutscene from the
bear,
game,
bear,
because
teddy bear.
what 20 seconds of gameplay with 11 cuts? Like, what are we supposed to do with these little cuts? Collage it together to see what the fucking gameplay is like, which is literally at this point what we're doing, which has led to the disturbing discovery that somehow PS4 Pro looks better than PC when they're showing off the game.
Yeah.
That makes no sense
Ice
to
the
me,
One
bro.
donated €2
Makes
through
no
Super
sense.
Chat.
It doesn't make sense.
And of course,
Lord
you're gonna have,
Metal, bear,
hey,
bear,
you're gonna have
bear,
Sony fanboys
bear,
coming on your channel. I'm sure you already have. Saying, the PS4 is more powerful.
Moon viewing ceremony. Moon
And,
viewing
you know,
ceremony.
PS4
Moon
has
viewing
all these
ceremony.
exclusives.
Moon viewing ceremony.
You know, like,
Moon viewing
give me a
ceremony.
fucking
Moon
break.
viewing
You know, at
ceremony.
the end of the day, it's very clear what they're doing. All right, with the elaborate fucking set design, with all of the lighting, and them talking about the game. Oh, meet the developer. It's like, you know, as a long haul gamer, I only care about gameplay. I don't care about these personalities, because personalities are bullshit. That's how they sell you the game. I'll meet this cool, hip fucking lead game developer who's working on Dying Light. Okay, nice to meet you. Where's the gameplay? Show it to me. Bring it out on a platter. You know what I mean?
Something.
We're not going to get that.
Yeah. Well.
And then they're tweeting saying, "Oh, I've played 4,000 hours of the game." It's like, you know what? First off,
it's crazy.
You said that there was only 500 hours of gameplay. So what? Have you replayed the game 8 times, you know, and gotten your full 500 hours? Then you can't show us 30 minutes of gameplay out of a 500-hour game?
It's over.
I don't know, bro. Hey, the writing's on the wall.
Yeah,
because
it's been on the wall for too long now.
This is either them covering up a fucking botched game design, or they don't know how to market their game correctly.
Well, it's probably a mixture of both.
It's a mixture of both, and I mean, you know, listen, I don't think this game is going to be all that original anyways. You know, it's fucking all this zombie shit. We're sick of this fucking bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I grew up with Crash Bandicoot and Halo, man. I'm a long haul gamer. I just don't really see what the fascination with this shit is to begin with, and I don't see what the fascination is in shilling for Techland, saying, "Oh, well, they're not showing this gameplay for our own benefit because they don't want to spoil the story." Please get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Just pisses me off, yo, that these gamers are so fucking ignorant.
Yeah, I wish they would just put the thinking cap on, but seemingly that's impossible these days. You know, I'm the bad guy, I'm the devil, I'm the Antichrist, I guess. So they don't want. But if Young had the same, you know, if he had the same opinion or something, he'd come out here. Oh, they'd love him for that. Like, oh shit, he's the prophet of gaming. Man. Holy shit, Young said there's concerns about Dying Light 2. Oh my God, Young is the savior of gaming. But Michael doesn't. I'm just this big fucking piece of shit out here. I'm the worst human being that's ever existed, I guess.
Well, you know what I thought was fucking funny?
Viva Sound Channel donated 20 Norwegian kroner through Super Chat.
People and you said, yo, it's P-posting. People are P-posing. Fucking shit is falling through the map. Everyone said, fuck you, this is the greatest game ever, dude. Michael Does Life is a scam, dude. Total fraud. Yep. And then, you know, a few days later, fucking Crowcat fucking puts out a video, and now everyone's on your dick saying, oh, well, you know, Michael exposed the gaming industry. No shit. This is how the gaming industry works. It's an industry, okay?
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck if you're happy or not as long as they got that green shit. You know what I'm talking about? That money, that moolah.
Yeah, and that's why that's why they don't want to show off the game this early because, well, it's not early, but you know, this far out. Well, it's not even far out. I don't know how to explain it, but that's why they don't want to show it 18 days away because they don't want those pre-orders to be modified by any stretch of the imagination. They want people to lock in and you know, just wait until February 4th. I mean, they did not say that. All they said was that more gameplay was coming in January. There wasn't a specific date. They could wait until the very last day of January, which is, of course, the 31st. They could literally do that. That's on a Monday. It makes sense. They could literally wait until the very last day of fucking January. Like, there's no reason to. I mean, unless it's an hour-long video, there's no fucking reason. It takes little time to put together a gameplay video, like literally, dude. You just capture the gameplay. I mean, it's not hard. It's really not that hard. Like if they need some help, call me up. You know, call me up, Techland shit. I'll do it for free.
You know what actually takes more time, Michael? What takes more time is to play at various different points in the game and then cutting the footage and collaging it together.
Well, they got developer tools. I mean, I'm sure they can just jump around pretty quickly. I mean, shit, I don't understand, but, you know, it is what it is. But, listen, we appreciate you for calling in. We're going to move the wheels.
Move the wheels.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Why is it so fucking loud? Oh, the whole system's broke. Whole system is broke. Gotta hang up on all of these people because the whole system is broke. We gotta refresh the whole system, okay? In the meantime, while we fix that problem, let's go through the list here. No. I'm gonna give it a moment to think about what it was doing there. The computer's getting cold out here. It's fucking freezing. It's 26 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm sure the feels like temp is a lot lower. Boo Play is coming through. First one on the list. Can't read what that says. Horrified. Chris C. coming through. Christopher Columbus. Buttermilk. Chaz with the 3-time Tony on combo. Polyfrog with the 2-time Tony on combo. MP. Raxi. Harry. Rigorous. Tattoo Dave. Minded Bay. Ice the One. And Nirvana Sound. Viva Sound Channel. So there you go. That's the people that have come through this far as of this show. So let's go ahead and refresh Skype here and see what we can do.
Ice the One donated €5 through Super Chat. Dylan is cringe, it's over. Bear.
Where are you at? 2-time Tony on combo. Let's go. Let's get it through. Let's get it through. Might be the last round. It's getting too fucking cold out here. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Michael?
Yeah, we're out here.
Hey, listen, man. So I want to talk about this from a game design perspective.
Yeah.
So, so Dying Light, their big thing now is they got this gigantic open world, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying, okay, it's 4 times bigger than the previous Dying Light, right?
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. So I started looking into it, and I was thinking, I develop virtual environments. I'm thinking to myself, how are they making this shit? Like, what tools are they using, okay? And so they said 2 things, right? So one, they got this city builder tool, and I've used shit like this before. So, like, basically what it does it will generate, like, fucking, like, auto-generate, like, buildings, randomized shit, sometimes based off of, like, base buildings and shit like that, okay? So, fucking, you think, like, a gigantic open world, this huge parkour-type game, how are they going to fill it up? They got to use these, like, randomized kind of elements. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad, when you do something like that. But here's what I'm thinking, okay? They got this big thing about how it's a parkour-type game, how you're, like, running around and, traversing the environment and all this stuff, right? All right, now here's my question for you. A parkour-type game, bro, that's the same design philosophy as, like, a platformer, right? For it to be interesting, it's got to be dialed in. So the player has, like, puzzles almost to solve by traversing the environment, that they have to exercise their creativity, okay? So that's a red flag for me. Like, if they say, look, we built this giant environment using randomized elements, we had to use City Builder tool, okay, but the fun of it is going to be in running around, how are they going to give that level of polish that makes it actually fun to run around, right? And then the second thing is they have a new in-house engine. They got this C engine, okay? Now, even public builds of these game engines are just fraught with technical complications. I mean, like, they're difficult to use, and they're good, like industry standard, like Unreal, for instance, right? I mean, that's a great engine. But what I'm thinking is they're using randomized tools. They're probably having difficulties with their engines. Just about everything that they got out there in terms of gameplay and footage showing off is like, pre-recorded videos just showing like little snippets. My thought is why they're not showing off video. Dude, honestly, they probably just messed it up. They probably just can't figure it out. I'll be real with you. I'm thinking it was difficult to do something like this, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like that's what I'm thinking,
Yeah, seemingly.
And on top of that, the animations and all that stuff, you look at it, looks like Fallout 4, man. You know, they're like talking about how they brought in CD Projekt Red writers and all this stuff to make it more interesting, and you know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I wouldn't show it off either.
Yeah, we'll see. Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate your insight, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking out here, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right, dog. Well, have a good day, man.
Hell yeah. Thanks for calling in. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Michael. I think one of the big misconceptions, at least about you, is that you do, in fact, want the game to be good, right?
Yeah.
But you brought up, like, valid criticism, I guess, in this case, which is your main gripe just the lack of gameplay on base consoles?
Well, that's one of them that we're honing in on right now. There's a lot of other things to talk about, but right now I think that's the elephant in the room, and that's what needs to be addressed sooner rather than later.
I think that's fair. One thing I usually do, I guess, before like a big game release is see when the review embargo is lifted. I don't know how much stock you put in game reviewers, but I know usually like the big developers, like they like to build hype, obviously, right before a game release. And obviously if they like anticipate stellar reviews, they want to shoot that to the public for a week or so, I guess, to build hype. And in this case, I thought that was interesting. Checking out Dying Light 2, it appears the review embargo won't be lifted until I think the night before, which I think is a red flag in itself.
Bro, if that's true, then yeah, that is massive red flag. Holy shit.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what % of people who are anticipating buying it are going to play on, you know, the Xbox.
Right, but
whatever.
I mean, if they only set up review copies for PC and next gen hardware, then we're going to be talking about some crazy ass shit out here, because I mean that's going to be a big sign. You know, what version do they send to choose out to reviewers? I'm assuming it's going to be the PC and the high end shit. And you know, at most, I'm sure there might be one review of the PS4 Pro version, but like at this point, shit. 24.
But I would almost anticipate,
yeah,
like, because it's still, you know, obviously challenging to get the latest gen consoles. I bet more than 50% of people who are going to play this are going to play on the last gen hardware.
Well, and that's why we're barking. So that's why we're barking so hard, because they need to do this sooner rather than later. I mean, we shouldn't even be having this conversation. I thought it was going to be at the last dying to know, and they could have put a link that said, "Hey, by the way, if you want to see more gameplay, go to this fucking link, or go to the Dying Light 2 website, or go to the Dying Light 2 YouTube channel, or do something." But they couldn't even do that for us. Now we're just, you know. Now they're just stringing us along, and we're 18 days away from this damn game launching, and Cyberpunk hasn't beat pretty much. So Cyberpunk put out more gameplay if you compare the timelines. Like, it is ridiculous.
That's fair. All right, buddy. I got to head out.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Later.
Yeah, if that embargo thing is true, then holy shit. But I don't know if that's a review embargo. I heard something about a content embargo, which might mean playthroughs and all that stuff. But, you know, I don't know. Well, callers have seemingly dried up here. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Michael. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The Japanese gameplay?
The Japanese gameplay. I think I saw maybe a little bit of it, but what about it?
It's basically, I don't know. I just sent you a link. It's like the Japanese people. They recorded the game for like 10 minutes on YouTube. They put it on YouTube, and Dying Light. They went on full damage control, and they really tried to remove it as soon as possible.
Really?
There's this guy. He got it, really fast. He got some footage, and dude, it looks worse.
Are you fucking? Did you send it to me? I mean, I'm not going to show it on the stream, obviously, because they probably have a hissy fit about that.
It's the guy you spoke to him the other day. BWCHE, I think.
Oh yeah.
He put it on his YouTube channel. I just sent you a link right now. You can watch it.
Yeah, I think that was from a few weeks ago. Does it look bad? How does it look?
It looks awful.
Really?
Why? Awful. You remember I remember when you were talking about Battlefield 2042. The gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
And it was like the bridge was like weird looking. Dude, it's worse for Dying Light 2. It's fucking awful, they got like and the open world is it's fake, by the way. Like you can't go everywhere. There's like a toxic gas like all over the map, and you cannot just go in those places. And it looks fucking awful. I don't know if it's PS4 footage, but if it is,
I doubt it.
Dude, but it looks fucking awful. Like it looks worse than everything we saw so far. Like right now. Remember back in Cyberpunk, they had like those influencers who were shilling the game, on Twitter. Yeah. Like this guy, Only Zombies, and all those people. It's the same thing happening right now. We're 14 days. Like you keep saying 18 days, but no, it's actually 14 days. And it's even less than that because on Thursday they're gonna show a quest. They can't, just show console gameplay with the quest. It's not gonna go well. So, how many days are until Thursday? 1, 2. 3 days? 4 days?
3 days. I mean, maybe something tomorrow is going to happen. It seems like there's going to be an interview, but I don't think we're getting console gameplay. I'm pretty sure they would have told us beforehand on when to expect the console gameplay as opposed to just dropping it. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe tomorrow is the day we get console gameplay. If that is true, we will be dissecting it, and hopefully it's not a 2-minute fucking video, because I'm having a feeling that it might very well be just some 2-minute fucking filler video that doesn't still give us a good decent look idea on how this game performs on certain platforms. But I hope I'm wrong. Obviously that is an assumption, but based off of that sneak peek, I'm not satisfied. I'm not even convinced at this point. So
they said by the end of the month, right? So they have until Monday, 31st to show fucking gameplay. So
they have literally 2 weeks, I think, if my math is correct. Next week next week will be the 24th, and then the week after that will be the 31st. So they could literally wait until the 31st. Exactly. I mean, imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awful. And the embargo for the reviews lifts up on the 3rd, so a day before release.
Are you guys sure about that?
They told it. They
yeah,
said,
but I to be fair, I do remember it saying content embargo. I don't know if that's a review embargo might be different. I don't know. But I mean, look, if that is the case, 24. I mean, that's horrible. That is fuck. That's like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. That's literally because December 9th was when the embargo lifted, because that's when I uploaded my footage. I didn't even have to follow the embargo, but I respected the embargo because I got the game early, spent $300 on it, got the game early, and I respected their embargo, and they didn't have a problem with it. So.
I think it's gonna be. It's not gonna be as bad as Cyberpunk. Like the damage, because the hype for Dying Light 2 is not this.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a whole different ordeal. That was the game that was going to save the entire industry. I mean, that was a different situation. But I think this is going to be a rough game. I think it's going to be rougher on the edges, more so than many people anticipate.
And I'm pretty sure that they don't even have 1 million pre-orders. That's 100%. Like, there's no way they have.
I think Elden Ring has overtaken Dying Light 2.
Of course,
in terms of the
rankings. Elden Ring. At least Elden Ring, they were honest. They showed hours and hours and hours of console gameplay, PC gameplay. The CNT. But Dying Light, I sent you the link for the Japanese gameplay from
I'll definitely have to take it. I thought I looked at it, but I mean, if it looks that bad, I'll have to relook at it.
Dude, it was so bad.
How is it bad?
You're gonna see it for yourself. Like, it's fucking awful. I couldn't believe my.
Are you fucking serious, dude? I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it right now, but I'm not gonna show it. Obviously. Where did you send it to me, on Twitter?
On I don't know. I sent you on Skype chat.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure that out. Usually it's hard to figure that shit out, but.
You watch it, like, you're not gonna believe your eyes. It's awful. It's so bad that.
Is it on YouTube or?
Okay,
yeah. Hopefully this doesn't pop up on the screen.
I think you can stream that. There's no problem. It's the guy.
Well, I don't want to risk it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. He just called in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where do I see the act? He shows in the video.
Yeah, he shows it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
All right.
Hell yeah, bro. We'll take a look. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Let me see if this guy. Yeah. Okay. He's showing a little bit of. Oh my God. What the fuck is this? Damn, it got cold out here. Colder than it was. All right, well, we're going to think about probably winding this show down here. We're going to think about maybe winding this show down here. Let's go through the list. Callers have dried up. I'm exhausted out here talking about this fucking game. I just wish something would happen sooner rather than later, but I mean, if PewDiePie doesn't come up and speak about it, then there's not much hope. You know, they don't listen to me. So, hello, you're on the air.
MP donated $5 Canadian through Super Chat. 6 years to complete Skyrim, roughly 232 of total gameplay, 500 hours of total gameplay over the next 5 years.
I didn't go both directions like your eyes.
Yeah. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go.
I think Dying Light 2 can go in 2 directions, just like your eyes.
That's fantastic. You should go to the comedy club and do open mic. Hello, you're on the air.
I'm Michael. Boo-hoo, I got...
Cringe. All right. Fuck. All right, I'm going to wind this one down here. Let's go through the list here. We got spam callers now that have nothing interesting to say. I mean, I think people are just exhausted as I am. So we're going to close the lines officially. That's it. If you tried to call in, too bad. You didn't make it. Call in tomorrow. We might have some interesting stuff to talk about tomorrow, more so than today. But let's go through the list here. Boot Plays, Rectified, Chris C, Buttermilk, Chaz, Polyfrog, MP, Rexy, Harry, Ridgeris, Taylor Dale, Minded Bay, Ice the One, Viver, Sound Nirvana, MP. There we go. I butchered the whole fucking list, but I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Can't read handwriting. So we do appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show. And we'll figure out where this cookie, where the chips ultimately fall, rather, and hopefully they fall in a good place, and hopefully everyone's satisfied. And hopefully this turns out to be a great situation. But right now, it's looking like this is the next Cyberpunk. So I encourage you guys to subscribe, to stay tuned. We'll break in if there's breaking news. Alrighty, well, it seems like we have some technical difficulty. I think this headset broke. I think this is the end of the headset. I think this headset literally gave out right now. But, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, shit, holy fuck. Let me replug it back in and see how we're doing. I think she died. I think the headset gave out. It's over. Nope, gotta get a new one. Gotta get a new one. Hey there, mister. Who let that damn simpleton out?